long trips, and this was a long one, but it's been working very well. We're having tremendous meetings with heads of state, with people of very big consequence having to do with war and peace, which is why we're here. And I just want to thank the Secretary General for being with us. We have a few things to discuss. It was a meeting I actually look very forward to. He's doing a fantastic job. We've been friends. We lifted GDP from 2% to 5% together. That was done jointly, and it worked out really very well, and we appreciate it, Mark. So we'll be talking about various things. We'll be talking about Greenland. I imagine it may come up in our discussion.
President Donald J. Trump standing firm with NATO leadership and reminding everyone who actually carries the weight of global security. This wasn't small talk. This was power on display. For decades, Europe talked big while the American taxpayer paid the bill. Other presidents begged. Trump demanded results. And look at the outcome. NATO spending pushed from 2% to 5%. That didn't happen by accident. That happened because Trump refused to let America be taken advantage of any longer. And when the NATO Secretary General openly thanked Trump for forcing Europe and Canada to step up, that told you everything the media won't. This alliance only became serious when America got serious again. Now let's talk about Greenland, because the press keeps pretending this is some joke or ego trip. It's not. Trump made it clear, this is about security. Missile defense. Arctic dominance. Strategic positioning. If you don't understand why Greenland matters, you don't understand modern warfare. Trump isn't talking about resources or profit. He's talking about protecting American lives and strengthening Western security. Greenland makes America safer, Europe safer, and NATO stronger. That's leadership thinking long-term while critics think in headlines. Then came the moment that really mattered. Trump questioned whether NATO would actually defend the United States if we were attacked.
The Danish foreign minister rejected your call to negotiate on Greenland. What will those...
I didn't call him.
No, sorry. The Danish foreign minister rejected what you said in your speech, that you were hoping to negotiate to acquire Greenland, essentially saying that this is not something that they are willing to discuss. So what will those negotiations look like?
Well, they didn't tell me that, so when they tell me, because I don't like getting it secondhand. If he wants to tell me, he'll tell me that to my face.
And when will you be discussing this?
I have no idea.
When you said you would...
I'll be discussing it with this man right here.
Mr. President...
He's frankly more important.
Mr. President, when you said you would remember if Denmark did not agree to a deal on Greenland, what did you mean? What are the consequences?
You'll have to figure that out for yourself. You're a smart guy.
Mr. President, do you see a price for Greenland that's reasonable?
I could see that, yeah.
Like, how would you calculate that?
I could see that, but there's a bigger price, and that's the price of safety and security and national security and international security, having to do with many of your countries. Mm-hmm. That's really the price, and that's the big price. And as you know, we're doing the Golden Dome.
That question shook people because no president had the courage to ask it out loud. And the answer was powerful. NATO stood up and said yes, and reminded the world that their soldiers died alongside Americans in Afghanistan. That respect wasn't given. It was earned. And it only exists because Trump forced honesty instead of empty diplomatic theater. When reporters pushed about Denmark rejecting talks, Trump didn't flinch. No begging. No apologies. No weakness. If they have something to say, they can say it to his face. That's how a sovereign nation speaks. And when Trump talked about consequences, he didn't spell them out. He didn't need to. Real power doesn't over-explain itself. Real power lets the world understand the stakes. This is the difference between leadership and performance. Between strength and submission. Under Trump, America doesn't chase approval. It sets terms. Whether you like him or not, one truth is undeniable. Under Donald Trump, America leads, allies pay their share, and global security is treated like the serious business it is. That's what real leadership looks like, and that's exactly why the world is watching again.